video is sponsored by supply handlers. Almost everybody has Norway as their dark horse at this year's World Cup, and you know why? It's because of the squad they have. Your France's, Brazil's, Argentinas, Portugals and England's aside, Norway's squad is perhaps the craziest at this year's tournament. They have been away for 28 years, but they have returned with an absolute bang. Guy, no jokes, this Norway World Cup squad is insane.
Hey fam, this is your chance to build the jersey collection you've been waiting for. The Goal 90 bundle deal is live. Buy 2 jerseys and get 10% off. Buy 3 and get 15% off. Buy 4 and get a massive 25% off. Club kits, country kits, retro classics, pick your favourites and save big. And yes, every order comes with free worldwide shipping. The deal runs only until the end of May. Goal 90 bundle deal. Buy more, save more. Shop now at Goal 90 Shop.
Their goalkeeper is an absolute icon, man. Ørjan Nyland has played in England for Aston Villa and Bournemouth, played in Germany for RB Leipzig and has played in Spain for Sevilla. This dude has played in the EFL Cup final and actually won the German Cup. He is an absolute Norwegian legend and his experience will surely be very valuable to the team at this tournament. Their backup goalkeepers, Sander Tagvik and Egil Selvik, play in Germany and England respectively. Not bad backup options at all. Their defence though is even better. They have Christopher Ajer, the Brentford man who can play as a centre-back and right-back. He has become a top Premier League baller in recent years, but before he moved to England, he was busy three-peating the domestic treble in Scotland with Celtic. They also have David Muller-Wolf, who also just spent the most recent season playing the Premier League with Wolves. Then there's Leo Østigard, the former Brighton man who currently plays his football for Genoa in the Italian top flight. And he's not even the only Norwegian defender who currently plays in the Serie A. Marcus Holmgren Pedersen and Torbjørn Heggen also do for Torino and Bologna respectively. But one of the brightest stars in that Norway defence is surely Julian Ryerson, the 28-year-old fullback who plays for Dortmund. He is coming off his best individual season ever, where he just finished as the player with the second most assists in the Bundesliga, behind only Michael Olise. In this same season, he also became just the 4th player in Bundesliga history and the 2nd player in Dortmund history to provide 4 assists in a single game. Doing all of this while being a defender is absolutely insane, and we're sure he's going to be so valuable to Norway at this World Cup, but in the defence and going forward. See, Norway's defence is really not a joke, but of course, the midfield is even much better. They have Sander Berge, the 6'5" defensive midfielder who has been an absolute rock for Fulham for a couple years now. On top of that, they have Fredrik Arsnes, the experienced and very hard-working Benfica man who can put a good shift in midfield, defence and attack. But of course, when you talk about Norway's midfield, the first name that comes to your mind is surely that of the captain Martin Ødegaard. Much doesn't even need to be said about him. This is one of the best creative midfielders in Europe who just captained Arsenal to their first Premier League title in 22 years and their first UEFA Champions League final in 20 years. He's a leader, a Norway legend, and already a 2-time Arsenal Player of the Season. With a guy like this on the team, Norway can always be sure to create a truckload of chances every game. But what makes Norway truly scary at this World Cup is their attack. Oh man, what a damn attack. They can really stake a claim for the most stacked attack at this tournament, for sure. Where do we even start? There's the guy who was one of the revelations of the season, Jens Petter Hauge. He just inspired Bodø Glimt to a dream UEFA Champions League run. With the number 10 on his back, he was directly involved in 8 goals in 12 games as the Norwegian club reached the knockout rounds of the competition for the first time in their history. He really did do wonders for Bodø Glimt, helping them break several records, including becoming the first Norwegian club to win 5 straight Champions League games and the first club from Norway to progress past the first knockout round of the Champions League. And here's what's really interesting about his campaign. Not only did Hauge score, he scored against the big boys. City, Dortmund, Inter and Spurs all felt the impact of the Hauge hammer. This kind of player can really shake things up at this World Cup. Another player who can really shake things up is Andreas Schjelderup. This dude netted a brace in a must-win UEFA Champions League game against Real Madrid, helping Benfica to a shocking 4-2 win, which helped them qualify for the knockout rounds of the competition. He's a young man with a lot of potential and is highly valued for his versatility. He can play on both wings as a second striker and can even play in the midfield. His dribbling is also very good, which has made him draw attention from a lot of top clubs recently. And speaking of dribbles, there can be none better than Antonio Nusa in the Norway squad. He plays for RB Leipzig and just finished the season as the player with the second most completed dribbles in the Bundesliga. He's entertaining, exciting, lethal, unpredictable, and very comfortable on both flanks, as well as in the 10 position. And you know who else is comfortable on both flanks? Oscar Bob. Manchester City fans will tell you all about him. He is an absolute menace. If not for injuries, he would very likely have been a major part of that Man City squad right now. He is a very technical player who's great in tight spaces and can create chances for his teammates. At the age of 22, he's already a Premier League, UEFA Super Cup and FIFA Club World Cup winner. He will be hoping to inspire Norway with that winning mentality at this tournament. But there can't be many players at this World Cup with a better winning mentality than the man up front, Erling Haaland. He needs no introduction. Haaland is not only Norway's best player, he's also one of the outright best players at this tournament. He is a force of nature, a goal machine, so good and so effective that people often call him a robot. We're talking about a man who has conquered the Bundesliga, conquered the Premier League, conquered the UEFA Champions League, and is now looking to conquer the FIFA World Cup. He has won the Premier League twice, completed the European treble once, been named Premier League Player of the Season, UEFA Men's Player of the Year, Bundesliga Player of the Season, and Golden Boy. And when it comes to Golden Boots, he has those in abundance. He already has 3 Premier League Golden Boots, 1 European Golden Shoe, and has finished as UEFA Champions League top scorer twice. He now enters the World Cup with the aim of adding another Golden Boot to his collection, and you just can never count him out. After all, he finished as the top scorer in the World Cup qualification campaign across all confederations. With Haaland on the Norway team, they will always be a very scary side. He is the kind of player that has the ability to transform a team all by himself, but he won't be alone up top. He'll also be getting support from another big centre forward, Alexander Sørloth. Sørloth has played in the Premier League, played in the Bundesliga, and now plays in La Liga. He was mostly used as a backup to Julian Alvarez at Atleti in the just concluded season, but he still managed 20 goals. This shows that he's a player who can be very valuable from off the bench or with limited minutes. He has often had to play out of position for Norway because of Haaland, but he has always given 100% for the national team. With him and Haaland up top, Norway will surely be one of the biggest threats in the air at this World Cup. If your defenders are focused on the 6'5" Haaland, then the 6'5" Sørloth can really hurt you. If it so happens that both those guys are having an off day, Norway still have another attacking weapon in their arsenal in the person of Jørgen Strand Larsen. At 6'4", this right here is another giant of a centre forward. He just moved to Crystal Palace for a club record fee in February, and he went on to help them win their first ever European trophy. And you know one thing that's really special about Strand Larsen? He knows how to hustle. He doesn't always wait for chances because he has played at clubs where they don't come very often. I mean, this guy scored 14 Premier League goals playing for Wolves in the 2024-25 season. He surely knows how to hustle. So if there's ever a time when the team is not creating too many chances, this is the kind of guy who can create something out of virtually nothing. He might not start because of the man who's ahead of him in the pecking order, but boy, would he be very valuable for Norway at this World Cup. But guys, think about it for a second. Which other team at this tournament can boast of having this centre-forward depth that Norway has? These are not just any 3 strikers. We're talking arguably the best striker in the world, along with 2 giant top goal scorers playing in top leagues. Nah, Norway is genuinely insane. How far do you think they will go at this World Cup? They have never got past the round of 16 of the World Cup in their entire history. Do you think this is the year they finally break that curse? Tell us what you think in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.